It may be surprising to know that fish are the third most popular pet to keep, after dogs and cats. The survey, which was conducted by the American Pet Products Association (APA), found that 12.5 million U.S. households keep freshwater fish and 2.5 million keep saltwater fish. Freshwater fish account for the largest proportion of pets owned across the U.S. There are over 139.3 million freshwater fish in comparison to 94.2 million cats and 89.7 million dogs. You may be surprised to hear how many health benefits there are from keeping fish. 1. Health benefits. Have you ever wondered why so many doctors, dentists, and therapists have fish tanks in their waiting rooms? This isn't just by chance. There is plenty of research to show that keeping fish, or even just watching them for a short period of time, can bring health benefits. The 4 main health benefits of keeping fish are reducing stress, reducing blood pressure and heart rate, and improving behavior and eating habits of those who suffer with Alzheimer's disease. Maintains that aquariums have a similar soothing effect to the sound of the ocean waves, rainstorms, and running streams that is mesmerizing as well as relaxing. Studies carried out in the 80s proved that aquariums help to reduce patients' anxiety levels by up to 12%. Perhaps it's because as humans we so heavily rely on water as part of our existence that we are automatically and instinctually comforted when we are close to water. Lowering blood pressure and heart rate. Plymouth University and the University of Exeter found that watching fish in aquariums led to noticeable reductions in participants' blood pressure and heart rate. Watching fish, either in your own home fish tank or at the aquarium, can help you to feel calm and distress. Another study carried out in the 90s found that when exposed to brightly colored aquariums, people who have Alzheimer's disease have reduced disruptive behaviors and an increased appetite. 2. They're quiet. Although our beloved cats and dogs are the most popular household pets, they can make a lot of noise. This noise can come at the most inconvenient times. Unlike other pets, fish are completely silent. Not a sound, ever. So if you have a young family, they could be the perfect pet for you. While we're on the topic of young families, this leads us nicely on to our next reason to keep fish. 3. Learning opportunity for children. Keeping fish is a fantastic learning experience for children. Learning to look after a small animal can teach them how to be responsible, and the importance of caring for everything on our planet, no matter how small. Your children will learn valuable skills through feeding, caring for the fish, and maintaining the fish tank. Although maintenance for fish isn't as time-consuming as it is for dogs and cats, it is a good amount of time for children to stay involved, and interested fish can quickly become a part of your family. Some fish will even interact with you and are very playful. There is also the inevitable death of a fish, and since death is an unavoidable part of life, it is a helpful way to teach your children about death and how to deal with it. 4. They don't take up much space. In addition to not making any noise, they also don't take up much space. Perhaps one of the reasons they are growing in popularity as an ideal pet is that our homes are getting smaller due to the increased cost of living. Many families now live in flats or small homes in which it's just not appropriate to have a larger animal like a cat or dog. To keep a fish doesn't require much space. You'll need a place for the fish tank, and perhaps a small cupboard or box to store all your fish-keeping accessories in. Depending on how many fish you decide to get, you may only need a shelf or surface to place your fish tank on. We do always urge people to do their research into the size of the tank before buying one. Typical small goldfish bowls are not suitable for any fish. We recommend a 20-gallon tank as the absolute minimum size you should have to keep any species of fish in. 5. They're cheaper than other pets. In comparison to other animals, fish keeping is a relatively inexpensive hobby. The cost depends on the breeds you decide to keep. Obviously, the fancier you go, the more expensive the hobby becomes. The American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals found that a small dog will cost you $1,471 per year, in comparison to $227 for a small fish. 6. They don't require much maintenance. You don't have to buy expensive gizmos to keep your fish entertained. They don't need to be walked or entertained. In fact, they do most of the entertaining for us. They are very independent, and don't suffer from anxiety when we leave them. This also means it's usually quite easy to find someone to care for them when you're on holiday. With regards to caring and maintaining the fish tank, this will require some time commitment. You'll need 2 5-minute feeding periods per day. You'll also need to allow half an hour per week to change 10 to 15% of the water and do any cleaning, algae and gravel. 7. Rewarding hobby. In a survey carried out by APA, it was found that 34% of households that keep fish say they consider keeping fish to be a rewarding hobby. In this particular survey, that is the highest percentage in comparison to other pets such as birds, in which only 22% of bird keepers keep birds as a hobby. Keeping fish has become a great hobby for many people over the last few decades. People take great pride in their tanks and their collections of fish, and some enthusiasts also breed fish. Fish tanks can become the focal point of a room, and also a point of conversation with visitors. 8. Aesthetically pleasing. Perhaps one of the reasons they are growing in popularity as an ideal pet is that our homes are getting smaller due to the increased cost of living. Fish come in a vast variety of shapes, sizes and colors, and just watching them for a few minutes a day can help to relax you and connect you to nature. Unfortunately, health problems are prevalent throughout all pets. However, tank maintenance and cleanliness can go a long way to reduce health risks for fish. In comparison to other animals, the time spent cleaning and maintaining is actually very little. Fish can help with many health benefits, including stress and reducing your blood pressure. They are relatively easy to care for, and one of the cheaper pet options. They don't take up much space.